Hey there, it's Boggledoon Gamer here and welcome to a Sony Vegas tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a simple split screen effect. So we have two tracks here. This third one here is muted for the moment. We'll be using that later. They're all about the same length, but that doesn't matter at the moment. So we just got two layers, one on top of the other. We're just going to do a simple picture-in-picture effect first. We go onto this button here, which is called track motion. It's just on top of the layer here. Not that one, this one. We can scale it down here. It's important that you have lock aspect ratio on, unless you want it to look weird, and if you have scale about center, just makes things a little bit easier. You can also turn snapping on, which means you can move it and it's snaps into place a little bit better. But that'll do for the moment. Turn off scale about center for a sec. I can scale it down, we can put it in the corner there, and there we go, looks great. Next thing we're going to do is a split screen effect with bars in the middle. We're going to unmute this third track and expand it. So first thing we're going to do is restore this back to normal. We're going to go onto track motion again, and we're just going to put this back to 0, 0, 40 and 480. There we go, back to normal. And if you did that with multiple tracks, then you do that as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go onto event pan and crop, and we're going to get, actually I want this one to be a horizontal shot, so we're going to get a cool shot there like that. And that's what we can do. We can scale that around. If we want it a bit shorter than that, cut off those black bars at the end. We can do that, and we can go back into track motion here. Let's get down a little bit. We can just pop it at the bottom there. Maybe a little bit left actually, for taste's sake. Of course this is only a tutorial, I'm sure you can do way more magic things with this. And we're going to do this with the second layer. Scale this up, this that way. And we can just make a nice little frame for it. Track the motion of this one to, oh, wrong layer. Track the motion of this one. And we can do this with the final layer too. And make a portrait one here. Just like so. And of course this doesn't look very good, but you can do some pretty creative and clever things with this. And as you can see, we've just placed 3 movies next to each other, and there we go. We have a lovely little scene there with, yeah, it's kind of odd, but you can do some really cool stuff with this. You can do like a 24 effect with keyframes, so actually we could do that. You know, back into track motion. I'm going to drag this all the way over to here, and then we're going to go about 20 seconds in, where it's the end of the movie, and we're going to click this button here, or press insert to create a keyframe. We're going to move this across, like so, and then if we go through the entire film that we have here, I say film very loosely, can see that's coming across, and we have a nice little effect there. And we can also do this with the others, and we can get what is actually a pretty cool effect. So, let me show you. Go 20 seconds in again. Look this up. Oh, we're just going to have that lock into place there, actually. And then we can go back to the start, and we can watch it. And it looks insane. Except not that insane. But it does look kind of awesome. And if that's the sort of thing you want to do, then there's a lot more creative and clever things that you can do with this. So just experiment with keyframes, experiment with masking, which is something else entirely, experiment with cropping, experiment with track motion, and you should be good to go when you're using Sony Vegas. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you for another tutorial.